Morning.
Melissa.
Yes.
How's it going?
I'm awesome, thank you.
Are you ready for this 21 question interview?
I am so freaking ready, I can't even tell you.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
So where are we right now?
We are at Maker's Edge. It's a Makerspace DIY prototyping studio. If you look over there, there's the wood shop.
Cool. What is a makerspace?
A makerspace is a glorified cooperative workspace. And so what that means is everybody, our members, we all pool into a pot for our resources, and then we get tools and equipment that we couldn't normally do on our own.
Nice. So how many members do you have here?
We currently have about 120. It fluctuates with the seasons, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. But this is the highest we've had it.
Cool. What are some of the projects that people work on here?
Oh gosh, we have everything from electronics to making signs for business startups to making stuff that are going to sell on Etsy to making things for the farmers market.
Nice. What's this behind you?
This is our metal shop. It's super cool. We just got some tools donated by Gear Wrench, but so we keep our desks separate. This is so our metal shop and our wood shop are on opposite ends of the studio.
Cool.
And we have a weld room in back.
Are you much of a tinkerer yourself?
I'm told I am.
Nice.
So I never like to do the same thing twice. My current project's in here because I've never done it before and I probably won't do a second one. But I'm converting a piano that was donated. I'm turning it into a desktop and bar, kind of studio thing for a living room. This is our new crafting room.
Cool.
Because we've been begged by our members to create a dust-free environment.
Yeah. So you started this yourself, right? You and your husband? Who else is on your team?
My husband was a co-founder, and then we have Jessica, who's our operations manager, office manager, and then we have Zach, who's our shop manager, and Devin.
Cool. So what are some of your other hobbies?
I have too many to list. But I love to do things like sewing, cooking, jewelry making. I like to tinker with fine things. Soldering is actually one of my favorite things to do, but I don't like electronic projects. So I just solder other people's stuff.
Yeah. And this whole place is kind of fairly new, right? What were you doing before?
Yeah, so I was a chaplain for 12 years in an emergency room and an MICU unit.
Wow. Did you always think that you'd be doing something like this?
I thought I would always be working in a space where I could help other people find what it is that they were created to do.
Yeah.
That's how I see my calling. These are actually some kids. We're having a camp this week, and we're doing an electronics class. So they're doing film editing, and then they're going to use the green room later on to make their own videos.
Yeah. So what are some of the cool tools and machines that people have in here?
We have some amazing equipment. We have the only public CNC 4x8 bed, but then we also have my favorite tool in the space, which is a laser cutter, which can do anything from personalizing Yeti cups to cutting out leather to small wood boxes. We use it for all kinds of things.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have any people who sell what they make?
We have a lot of people who work out of the space and sell stuff. A lot of our first members were selling things on Etsy or just online, but we have since sort of broadened and become a place where a lot of businesses in town use us as sort of their home away from home or their shop outside of the office, so to speak. So from W Promotions to Wago Escape Rooms to Line, we have a lot of people that work out of space.
Yeah. So folks can just come in here and use this stuff. Do you provide any training?
Anybody can come in and use this space, and you do not need to be an expert. So every tool in the space has a class. We are happy and willing to teach you how to use the tool, and in fact, we encourage people to ask the first couple of times they use a tool so that they feel really good before they go out on their own.
Yeah. So can other entrepreneurs use the space to make products to sell?
Yes, we encourage, in fact, people to monetize the space, but we certainly encourage entrepreneurs to be in here talking to other people who are doing their own business startups or who've maybe walked that path before them and can give them really good ideas and pointers.
Yeah. Well, why would someone, whether they're making products to sell or just tinkering, get a membership here instead of just working from their home shed?
Well, first of all, we have $150,000 worth of equipment that we're going to teach you how to use. You don't get that in your shop. But also, we do the cleanup for you. And if you want to make a huge mess, and trust me, some of these projects are huge messes, you can make that here and then be free to go home.
Yeah. What's kind of your vision for the maker community in Waco?
We would love to really see an environment in Waco where people are embracing the concept that they were made to create. And so that we have people who are makers in all facets of the Waco community, from electronics to woodworking to metal to pumpkin chunkin'.
Yeah. What is a super practical piece of advice that you have for the makers out there?
I think my number one piece of advice is trust me when I say you cannot do it on your own. You just can't. I had to learn the hard way because I'm a do-it-yourselfer by heart, and what I really learned is the biggest gap for me was learning to ask and embrace other people's help.
Cool. All right, last couple questions for you. If you could learn any new skill that you can perform by hand and be a master at it tomorrow, what would it be and why?
I think it would be to be able to wake up every day and make my bed. I would love to have the skill of small, consistent doing daily.
Love that. All right, last one. What is your ideal travel destination and why?
I really don't have a favorite space to go and be. I've been all over the world. I love the people. I love going to new places and experiencing people. I love the people in London. That was one of my favorite places to go. Can't wait to go back. But I also love a beach. Hello, who doesn't want to sit on the beach in the sand, in the sun?
Sweet. Well, that's perfect. Thanks so much, Melissa. Thanks for showing us around.
Thank you for coming.
You have a good day.